You know how some suit jackets have a vent in the back and some have them on the sides? Do you know the purpose or the difference between them? Other than where they are physically? Well, hang tight because you're about to find out. I'm Bill Sweet and welcome to the Dad Bod. First thing, what are suit vents? Suit vents are the slit that's in the bottom of the back side of the jacket. Initially, they came into fashion back when gentlemen would ride horses for fun or for hunting. It was the single center vent which would open at the center backside to give the rider a little bit more range of motion while seated on a horse. It also allowed the jacket to drape over each side to avoid it bunching up in the back. These days, we don't ride horses as much, so the original purpose has since evolved into more of a fashion point. It's still a good thing to have on a suit, but whether it's a single center vent or a double side vent, nowadays has more to do with the suit style and preference of the owner of the suit, as opposed to the range of mobility while riding a horse. But before we get into the different styles, real quick, I wanted to tell you about a company called DIY Watch Club. They don't actually sell watches per se, they sell watch kits. You can build your own watch. It takes about an hour or so to put it together, and they give you everything that you're going to need. The parts, the tools, plus they have both instructions and videos to help you build your first watch. They've got pilot watches, dive watches, expedition watches, sports watches, skeleton watches, dress watches. They've got them all. Seiko and Miyota movement pieces, so that way you know they're going to keep proper time. Right above me is a video of me putting this one together about a year and a half ago. It was a lot of fun and it's a great conversation starter, so check them out. I've got a link in the video description, or you can use coupon code THEDADBOD, all one word, to get an additional 5% off on top of their current promotions. Okay, the three types of jacket vents that you're going to find are the single center vent, the side double vents, or no vents. The single vent is the most common type that you're going to find. It's sometimes referred to as the American style because most suits that you see here in the US of A are going to have the single center vent. The reason for this is two-part. First is it's the most common because it's the most common. Many people are trying to fit in and dress up for things like work or interviews, and because they see so many people with the single center vent, that's what they go for. The other reason for this being so popular is because it costs less. Suit manufacturers, especially those making off-the-rack suits that you're going to find on hangers in stores, will often go with the single center vent because it's cheaper and quicker to manufacture. Therefore, it puts more money into their pockets and it lowers the price of the suit, which makes their customers happy. It was made even more popular by the Ivy Leagues in the 1950s, which really helped to increase the popularity of these. You'll find the single center vent suit more often in the workplace and with older gentlemen. Additionally, men with a bit of a larger rear end, also known as a bubble butt, tend to go for this style because the double vents stick out in a bit of an awkward way with a larger rear. So if you're looking for more of a traditional American style, if you're looking to blend in, or if you have a bubble butt, go with the single center vent suit. The double vent or side vent suit has two openings, one on each side in the back. This style is more commonly associated with the British tailoring styles. It does require a little bit more time and cost to produce, so it's more commonly found in some of the higher price suits and in made-to-measure or bespoke suits. It's often taken as a sign of a higher quality suit. Now, me personally, this is my preferred type. It's less common, so it stands out a little bit more, and it's a bit of a fashion statement. Plus, again, it's a sign of a higher quality suit, and most of my suits are double vented. If you're a larger man, this has got a bit of a slimming effect. With a single vent, the sides tend to puff out a bit for larger men. With this double vent, it doesn't, which allows the shape of the suit, the shoulders, plus the V shape that the suit makes in the front to really give you more of that upside down triangle shape, which is slimming. And again, just has a more sophisticated and stylish look to it. And then the third style, you're not going to see this one as often. This one is the no vent or ventless jacket. This style is mostly associated with tuxedos. It's rare, but you might see it on a suit. There are some that refer to it as the Italian style, or also these days there are a lot of people that associate it with the hipster style. The lack of a vent does have a slimming look, but it does restrict your options for how you can move. This style looks best while you're standing. Once you sit down or start walking, it tends to bunch up. With the single or double vent, you can usually get away with putting your hands in your pockets at times. You can't do that with this, not without looking messy. This style is meant for a slim or a lean man, which, like I said, Italians. It's not derogatory. I wish I was a little bit more, lean and slimmer. But like I said, the most common place that you're going to find this is on a tuxedo at a black tie event. Not always, but more often than anywhere else. Well, there you have it. Those are the 3 types of vents that you're going to find on suits. I've got another video coming out soon explaining the different lapel types that you're going to find on suits. So make sure you subscribe, that way you don't miss out on that. But in the meantime, here's a guide to picking out a suit for those of you who haven't bought one before or who really didn't know what to look for when they were picking one out. Check it out, and I'll see you there.